pickup or even our small conversations.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Altoona Area High School Marching Band, Majorettes, Silk, Cheerleaders, and Lioneers. Ladies and gentlemen, we proudly present the Altoona Area High School Marching Band under the direction of drum major Rachel Kennedy. The band opens this evening's festivities with the Altoona Area High School Band fanfare and the school fight song. this time, we ask you to stand and remove your headwear for the singing of our national anthem and remain standing for the Altoona Area High School alma mater. This evening, they will be performed by the Altoona Area High School Vocal Ensemble under the direction of Mrs. Kelly Sykes, with senior Ethan Peterman directing the alma mater.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed as the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars to the perilous fight, for the ramparts we watched with the gallantry streaming, and the rocket red glare, the bumpers singing in air, it proved the night that the flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free, of the free, and the home of the brave, home of the brave. Breathe thy peaceful evening tidings to the AAHS. Whisper to us words of pleasure as the dew twilight softly gathers round our colors. Hear the rude and light.
And now, an Altoona band tradition, the Downfield Lions perform to the band's Signet March, Barnum and Bailey's Favorite. Okay, fans, let's hear your Altoona Mountain Lions spirit with the Hay Song.
At home with the Altoona Area High School Mountain Lions.
We interrupt this program to bring you a special report.
And welcome to Mansion Park. Jim Abbott along with Chris Strawmeyer. We're here for the fifth game of the 2024 season. The Altoona Mountain Lions versus Central Dauphin East. Tonight, Central Dauphin comes in as one of the leaders in the division. They are 4-0. The Mountain Lions are 0-4. looking to change, some of their luck here tonight, Chris.
Yeah, CD East comes in first place. The Panthers really haven't played any of the big boys yet. They're 4-0. They beat Carlisle, William Penn out of York, Chambersburg, and Cedar Cliff was a decent win. That was 28-27. That's a team expected to be in the middle of the pack. But the other teams they beat are teams that aren't real strong. So this is a chance for the Mountain Lions maybe to get the monkey off their back, get their first win of the season. They come in 0-4. So you talk about counter opposites. You got 4-0 versus 0-4 here. Mountain Lions have really struggled with turning the ball over, moving the ball in offense. They were shut out at one stretch for 13 straight quarters, from the middle of the Hollidaysburg game until last week, towards the end of the game. So, there's some changes again. They're moving things around. We got MJ Harrington's going to be back at quarterback. So they're kind of experimenting with some things, trying to make something happen. You can't just keep doing the same thing over and over. So we'll see, what that entails for the Mountain Lions tonight.
Well, Cedar Cliff or Central Dauphin, as you said, Central Dauphin East has come out tonight. They're here 4-0. They've won some close games. They won 28-27, a very close one with Cedar Cliff. But other than that, they really put a crushing on both Carlisle and then Chambersburg 50-2. So it'll be interesting to see how the Mountain Lions play. Those three teams that they have played are pretty much going to be spots maybe 6, 7, 8, 9 in the league. So the Mountain Lions have a chance to come out tonight, make a statement, and then they've got a big thing coming up after this. They go to McDevitt next Friday night and then Harrisburg 2 weeks in a row. So the McDevitt-Harrisburg back-to-back games is going to put a crimp on this schedule.
Oh, two brutal matchups there, right back-to-back. So, they got it. This is a game that they can compete with, and if everything goes right and they do what they need to do, they can win this ball game. They come out here, they have to have that attitude and play like that. They have to improve a tremendous amount on offense, as we said. They have not moved the ball very much at all. Literally, the Mountain Lions have 142 passing yards all year in 4 games. So, and they haven't really moved the ball much on offense on the ground either. So they have to really get things going here.
We honor military historian and class of 1985 alum Jim Lowe.
So tonight, one of the honorary captains is Jim Lowe, a former teacher. He and I started our careers together. He retired a few years ago. He comes here tonight. He still is known as one of the most loved social studies teachers. He ran mock trial, and now he does so much trying to find information and material from both Gettysburg, the Civil War, as well as some things from World War I and World War II, Chris.
Yeah, he's done some amazing stuff, honestly. He's one of my good friends, and we actually, we were born like 10 days apart. Like, our moms were in the hospital, I think, together, pretty close. So, I've known him for a long time, and he's done a tremendous amount of work with veterans, too, with getting the kids to do things for veterans, get this big turnout for the Veterans Day Parade, and all these things. He's really done a lot of stuff that teachers, he don't have to do all that stuff. That's all above and beyond, what he gets paid to do and what his job description is. And you got to admire guys like that.
Safety and the athletes as well as yours walking around the outside of the track.
So the captains are out on the A at the 50-yard line. And we will get started here with the opening kick in a few minutes. As we said, we are back with MJ Harrington at quarterback. The other player, Connor Pike, is not with the team at this point. So we will see what happens tonight. When Harrington went in the third quarter last week, that was the beginning of their drive that ended up being a touchdown. And as Chris said, their first touchdown in 13 quarters.
And the graceful acceptance of
the thing about MJ started the year quarterback, and he did an okay job in that Hollidaysburg game. But honestly, this is his first year playing quarterback. He did not have the experience. He ended up with some turnovers, some footwork issues, some technique issues. They decided, okay, we're going to make him our fullback. because he's a big, strong fella. So, you know, he did okay. He did pretty well there. The problem is they haven't really got, you know, the play out of the offense that they need. So they're mixing it back up, putting him back at quarterback, and we'll see how that goes here.
And they've had some troubles on the offensive lines with losing some of their returning players. And I believe they still are a patchwork unit here tonight. So we're getting ready for the opening kickoff. The Mountain Lions will kick to our right, down towards the flagpole. CD East is ready to receive. Again, Central Dauphin East is 4-0 in the conference currently, and the Mountain Lions are 0-4. Neither team has played a common opponent yet. Short kick comes down about the 25. It is taken there, and it looked like Avery Roman took the ball as an up back and made one Mountain Lion miss. The others made the tackle at the 34.
Kickoff at 7 o'clock, 79 degrees.
So CD East will start on their own 34-yard line.
So the Mountain Lions have played very good during stretches on defense, save that State College game where everything just went to crap for that game for them, honestly. Turnovers, penalties, big plays, you name it. But otherwise, they have done a very good job in stretches. They shut out Cumberland Valley for almost a whole half. Only gave up 13 points at that game. They played pretty well against Central Dauphin last week. So we'll see if they can maybe lead the charge here.
CD has 4 receivers to the right and throws a screen to the outside to the fullback. And I believe once again was that Avery Roman again? No, number 6. That was Annalie Carreras.
Here in Cofield.
And that will be a gain of 2 on the play.
Gain of 2, second 8.
This time, Central Dauphin East comes out in a sort of normal formation. They have 3 wideouts, no tight ends, and they have a running back to both sides. There's the snap and a handoff up the middle, and he gets through the first line up to the 44, 45, and he will have a first down, and that was Avery Roman that time. And Avery Roman picked up 9 yards.
Avery Roman on the carry. Branson Adams with the tackle.
Yeah, I was trying to watch some film on them, and they have all kinds of different numbers for different things. So it's hard to tell. Look, Romaine is one of their players. Leon Parsons, number 8, has made some big plays for them. He's coming in motion this way.
And a quick pass. And nice tackle by the Mountain Lions. It is a 5-yard gain.
That is Parsons that we just talked about with that catch. And Logan Wukovic, who is all over the field typically for the Mountain Lions, number 5 with that big stop.
Second and 5.
So 2nd and 5, the ball sits right at midfield. Romaine and Parsons are staying in the backfield. They are on either side of Jala. Jala back to pass. Throws it out over the defense and off the fingertips of his intended receiver. That was Demir Maxwell. So it will be 3rd and 5.
Anyway pass, covered by Cody Fadden. Pass intended for Demise Jala.
We would like to thank Mike Baker, the advisor of the MLTV crew, who's bringing you all this action tonight. 3rd and 5. And we have a handoff up the middle to Parsons, and he goes right down. He's going to lose a yard.
That was good penetration there by the Mountain Lions.
And it is now going to be 4th and 6 at basically midfield. It looks like CD East is going to go ahead and punt the ball away. So a good first defensive stand by the Mountain Lions.
That was the play where Jala just rides Parsons as long as he can ride him. Sometimes he'll pull it out there and keep it. He gave it. Mountain Lions smelled that out. Big loss. Make him punt the ball away.
So 4th and 6.
So keep an eye on number 29, Parker White, back there. He just started running punts back last week.
And Parker White will bring it out to the 29. And there's a little bit of after the whistle action. No penalties. So we'll go back in. The Mountain Lions will take over their first drive. 9:08 to go first quarter. 0-0 between the Mountain Lions and CD East.
The reason I say that is because I know it's a JV football game, but it was an incredible performance. Parker White on Monday returned about a 90-yard punt for a touchdown, and then had 2 long pick sixes for touchdowns. That's a day. I don't care who you're playing, what level you're playing. That was an amazing performance he had on Monday.
So Harrington will go under center. Behind him is Hazelwood. There's a quick pass out in the flat, and the Mountain Lions. Adams is going to get out to about the 38-yard line.
I love it. I love that. That's throwing on first down is something that team does not expect the Mountain Lions to do at all. They haven't really done it all year. Love the play call there.
So we're going to give them 9. So it's going to be 2nd and 1. This time the Mountain Lions will line up the same thing to the opposite side of the field. They have the 2 wings, 2 receivers to the right. Hazelwood back behind Harrington. Hazelwood comes up, gets the ball, comes forward and falls across the 40, so he should have a first down, and we're going to give him 2 yards.
And that's kind of the Mountain Lions dilemma right there. Hazelwood is a good back, but he's only 5'9", 170, which is very small for that fullback position in this offense. And they really don't have anybody else with the size that they've had in the past. The Ethan Straubs, the Alex Yosts, the Braun Mosleys in the past that have really, been a staple of that ground game of the Mountain Lions.
This time Harrington keeps the ball. He'll cut back and get almost 10. We'll give him 9. So coaches up in the booth probably are watching. That time, Central Dauphin East did not cover one of the receivers on the outside. There were 3 receivers to this side. They had 2 men in coverage. Right now they have 1. So they are not taking the Mountain Lions throwing game. Mountain Lions pick up a first down and get 9 right away.
That's extreme.
They're at midfield.
Extremely interesting here to do that. That is unbelievable.
There's an option pitch. Harrington keeps it, turns up, and will get 5 yards and another first down. So the Mountain Lions are moving the ball here on their opening drive.
Gain of 5. And a first down.
Central Dauphin has nobody on the outside. Up.
I mean, Harrington's a handful when he gets ahead of steam and he gets going. He's very, very difficult to tackle. He's listed at 6'3", 225. That's probably on the small side of the estimate at this point. He's a big boy.
Harrington under center. He'll step back and look to pass. 3 men in the coverage, and it's just a short pass and down to the 39. So when I said short, it's actually a 7-yard gain.
Yeah, that looked good. Mikey Chisholm with a little slant. He was wide open. Harrington set his feet down. Now he threw it a little bit low, so Chisholm had to get down to the ground to get it. But
this is where that number game came into effect. Nobody was there to cover the short man. They all went with the 2 deep posts. So Chisholm was right there. If that ball's thrown up a little higher, Chisholm's going to go get some yards after that catch. 2nd and 3. Mountain Lions at the 39 of CD East. Hand off to Hazelwood. He fights for a couple and then gets some more. So is there a flag?
Penalty flag. Something on
motion on Altoona.
Probably illegal formation, I think. Or is it a motion? One of those 2. They didn't blow it dead, so. Yeah, illegal formation. I didn't see what the issue was.
They set 5 men in the backfield, so
somebody, probably one of the receivers out there,
should have been up on the line.
Which is weird because they talk right to the official.
So 5:51, Mountain Lions' first drive of the night for them after a punt from CD East, and they've picked up 2 first downs, and they had a 2nd and 4. Now they're at their 2nd and 8. Hazelwood gets the ball and is hit right away. We'll give him 2 down to the 40.
That was slightly mistimed. I can't believe he got that handoff even off. I mean,
so first critical down for the Mountain Lions as it is now 3rd and 6.
Yeah. The Mountain Lions are definitely built to stay on schedule. And, penalties and things like that get them off schedule definitely hurt them. See if they can make a big play here on 3rd and 6.
Yep. Harrington goes back to pass. He gets a blitz in his face. He rolls
wide
left,
open,
and he throws
wide
deep, and
open.
no one's there. And wow, the safety came over, and the jump ball, and Mountain Lions were not able to bring it down.
Just hung up a little too far. By the time Harrington got his body turned around, escaping the rush, he just couldn't get the ball off.
And that was thrown at Branson Adams. And again, just because it was high, he threw back across his body. It was a little bit too high, and it gave the safety time to get over and knock it down.
And those are the things that have plagued them all year. Just like that's an opportunity to make a play right there. And for whatever one reason or another, these things just aren't happening for the Mountain Lions.
Harrington holds on and punts. There is a penalty flag that comes in. The Mountain Lions are going to down it about the 11, but let's see what the penalty flag is. It's probably a holding on CD East where it was thrown.
Yeah, I would think. I don't know what else it could be there.
One of the things Harrington noticed is there was no rush, so he held the ball for a few seconds to let his linemen and everybody get downfield a little. So there was not much of a return, but with a penalty on top of that, should move the ball back to about the 6.
During the kick, holding for 22, the receiving team. Penalty be half the distance to the goal. First down.
It's funny. Back the last century when I played, the linemen couldn't go down till after the kick, so they would have to do that little 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi,
and
listen for the kick, then go. The end guys could go down, and I don't know when they changed that rule, but they definitely changed it because if the punter did that, back in the day, that would have made everybody ineligible downfield.
So CD East will start at their own 6-yard line. Quick screen to the outside. It is caught, and good defense by the Mountain Lions as the receivers tried to block, but that pass was to number 4. And Vukovic was there again. That was Jameer on the catch.
Santana Young is 4, I think.
Yes, you're right. I'm looking.
Santana Young is 4. So, yeah, Vukovic chased him down. I mean, that was a great play by him. He is all over the field. He's relentless on defense.
There's a snap, handoff, draw, and that's not going anywhere either. And there's a penalty flag in the middle of the field.
Anytime that umpire throws that, it's a hold on the offense.
So it's going to be a loss.
I imagine they would decline that because it's not going to be very much of a penalty, half the distance to the goal.
During the run, personal foul, 15-yard face mask against the defense, number 54.
Oh, that's surprising.
15 yards from the end of the run. First down.
So there's another penalty that hurts the Mountain Lions.
That definitely hurts.
They looked like they were going to get CD East to punt. They now have a first down out over the 20-yard line.
I was on Wes Baumgartner, one of their steadiest linemen. It does happen sometimes, but they called the 15 too. They do have the 5-yard penalty and option, which is just kind of grabbing it, but that's like a twist
CD
and
East
turn.
has 2 receivers over here to the right. Handoff up the middle. And again, that goes nowhere. Mountain Lion run defense right now is playing pretty stout. And I believe That was number 8 that time. They keep switching.
Wesley Baumgartner on the shot of Leon Carson.
So 3 receivers to the left, 2 receivers to the right, empty backfield is how we're lining up. Quarterback comes back into the play where the line is. He was way to the outside. Now we have different people stepping up. And passed over the middle, and he's hit as he throws, and it goes into the ground. So it's another incomplete pass, and 3rd and 10. So the Mountain Lion defense, other than that face mask penalty, is shutting down CD East right now.
Number 7, Tyrese Pearson got in there with some pressure, put a good smack on Jola as he got rid of the ball.
CD East going with that same empty backfield set. 2 receivers to the right, 3 to the left. Jola sets up. Mountain Lions come at him. Ball's over the middle and caught. And that's going to be a big game as he's outrunning the defense. Mountain Lion comes from behind. That was number 3. I think that was Hazelwood that made the tackle. But that's going to end up being a huge gain. 29, 39, 42 yards.
Santana Young with the big catch and run. And they were in there again. They just 1, 2, 3, get rid of it on the slant.
Dead ball. Sideline warning against CDs.
And CDs gets a sideline warning, which doesn't really matter for anything right now.
But the next one would be a penalty. So on 3rd and long, the Mountain Lions give up a big 42-yard reception. And that was just a slant over the middle. Parsons in as the only running back right now. Parsons breaks through the middle, gets through the safety, and he's probably going to go into the end zone.
And he's getting it.
And there's penalties on this backside. I believe it is on.
Hazelwood was getting held all the way down the field.
I believe CD East ran that play with 10 men. So where's the penalty going to be from?
The 15, it looks like.
So it should come back to the 30.
Great run. Number 2, the offense. It's a spot foul, 10 yards. The result of the play is a first down.
So you get 12 out of that.
Yep. So instead of a 38-yard touchdown, you get a 12-yard gain and a first down. Romaine is in now as the running back. 1 receiver to the right, 2 to the left. And we have a extra lineman on that right side. So there's the draw up the middle. And Romaine is hit right at the 25 and knocked down for no gain.
Romaine on the carry.
Yeah, they brought that extra lineman in to come over and trap. And Mountain Lions sniffed it out.
Are not permitted, those of you down here on the home side, are not permitted to stand by the fence.
So back to live action. We have both players lined up as running backs on the side. Back to pass, throw over the middle, and there were 2 men there from CD East and no one from Altoona. The pass was caught. Again, it was caught by, was that Young?
Santana Young.
Santana Young, yeah.
So from down to the 9, so that's a 16-yard gain.
15-yard completion.
I don't know how in the world he even he threw that right away, way before the break.
Motion goes across, handoff. Again to Parsons. This time he's just going to go around, but there's another penalty.
Yeah.
Holding on CD, so that's going to come back.
During the run, holding. Number 2, the
So that's 2 touchdowns called back for CD East.
Replay the down. First down.
So we're going to go first down and goal at the 15. Now they'll mark it at the 14. .121 to go first quarter, no score. Central Dauphin started this drive on their own 6-yard line. Had a big penalty that brought them out to the 20, and then they've moved the ball since, both passing and throwing. Clock's down to 5 seconds. CD East is still not ready. And I think we're going to have a timeout from CD East because the clock was getting low.
Timeout, CD East.
So there was some confusion on that sideline.
So the Mountain Lions, a lot of times their answer to this is try to get some pressure on the quarterback. But he's been getting rid of it kind of fast the last couple plays. That's difficult to kind of do that. If he's going to go 3-step and boom and hit those plays like that, that's very difficult to stop.
Looking around the mid-pen tonight, we have Bishop McDevitt at Carlisle, Cumberland Valley at Central Dauphin, Harrisburg at Cedar Cliff, and State College at Chambersburg. BG and Central has moved their game out to Hollidaysburg's field, so they are playing tonight also rather than BG hosting tomorrow here.
So Altoona has lost 4 out of the last 5 times since they rejoined the Mid-Penn Conference in 2018 to these guys. CD beat them last year 28-7 here. And 2 years ago, Altoona won 28-14 down there, so it's been competitive the last couple years.
Run up the middle. It looked like the Mountain Lions were going to get him tackled right away, but he's able to bowl his way down to the 9, so we're going to give him a gain of 5. And I believe, was that Parsons again?
I think so.
It looks like number 8.
And that's Leo Parsons, gain of 5.
There's a quick pass over the middle on the slant, and right in the defender or offensive's hand. Nice pass. As you're saying, he's getting that out of his hands quick, and those receivers are making their cut very quickly.
Yeah, and that was a good catch, too. It was out in front of him just a bit, and he reached his paws out there and grabbed a hold of that and made the catch.
I couldn't get the number. I couldn't tell if that was Young. But that was a 8-yard touchdown. Extra point. Central Dauphin had some trouble with extra points pre-game. This one's down. The kick is up, and it is in. So 7-0 CD East. 50 seconds to go, first quarter. From a Central Dauphin East perspective, you got a nice drive. You mixed up run and passing. Your quarterback got the ball out of his hands pretty quickly because the Mountain Lion defense was on him quick. And the receivers made a great play. That man that caught the ball, he was covered. Again, I think it was Young. He was covered and came up with an incredible catch for the touchdown and CD East lead.
Yeah, that was a laser thrown in there, and you know, the Mountain Lions a few plays back got to him, forced that quick throw, but since then he's got rid of it very quickly and been on time with the passes. He's looked very good. That's Damaj Jalla, the senior, 6 foot, 190-pound senior. He played last year, I remember here. Number 18, Kyle, is that Bloss? Kyle Bloss will kick it off here.
And
Offside.
whistle right away.
Dead ball.
So we will re-kick instead of at the 40 at the 35.
They will re-kick.
Again, we'd like to thank the MLTV crew that are here with us tonight. The director is Dominic Zalepko. Graphics done by Corbin Clifford. Cameras, Sidney Wilbur, Luke Mitchell. And the sideline cameras, Aiden Aiken, Elena Saylor, and Adelaide Scott. So thank you guys for all your hard work tonight. Short kick, the up man takes it at the 28. Will try to cut to the middle, slows down and gets tackled right away at the 30.
That was 29 Parker White that we talked about. He hesitated there. You can't do that on those returns.
Because when you hesitate to try to, like, say, juke one man, you have 2 or 3 others that are coming at you. So the Mountain Lions will start at the 31-yard line. 43 seconds to go, first quarter. Mountain Lions had some success early. They ran, got a couple touchdowns, had a 2nd and 1, and then penalties stopped their drive. Mountain Lions have an overloaded right side. Here comes a handoff off the right side. Nice hole. And that's a new runner for us tonight. Is that number 17?
That's Noah Staines.
Yeah, that was Noah Staines. With the extra guys on this side, he did not get touched till he was 5 yards downfield, and he gained 6. So nice run by Staines.
He has a couple carries on the year. Coming in.
Mountain Lions are in that same formation.
2 carries for 9 yards coming in,
And
so he hasn't seen a lot of time. Offside on the defense.
Yep. So it's going to be another automatic first down. Central Dauphin East lined up over the ball.
Prior to the snap, encroachment, defense number 15.
So that will go from the 37 to the 42. The sticks will move. So the question is, can the Mountain Lions answer that touchdown drive by CD East?
First down.
They really have them outmanned to the right. And now Harrington's just going to take it to the right, but he got caught from behind. He'll be able to pick up 2 yards. He thought about making a cut instead of just running, and one of the defenders came through the line and caught him from behind. But CD East has not adjusted, and we will switch halves here, as this is the end of the first quarter.
So very swift moving first quarter. The Mountain Lions have just got the ball for the second time.
Well, there has been only 3 incomplete passes.
Well,
so whether it was a run or it was a pass and catch, the clock kept moving.
CD East, even though they throw a lot, they take the play clock all the way down. They definitely look over the defense, make a decision or two. Sometimes they go back a second and third time, and they snap it under 5 almost every time. So that's really going to bleed the clock.
So while we have a second between quarters, I just want to get your opinion of what I thought was the greatest Major League Baseball game by one player last night.
That's pretty amazing. Like 50-50. First of all, that's another story. But his game, 5 for 5, 2 homers, 7 RBIs, and 2 stolen bases.
No, he hit another one in the 9th. He was 6 for 6 with 3 home runs and 10 RBIs and 2 stolen bases.
Oh my God, he hit another one in the 9th.
Yes.
See, I quit looking at it. Oh my gosh.
Now, granted, it was off a position player who was throwing like a 68-mile-an-hour ephus, but he hit it 433 feet.
That is amazing. That was even worse. Well, better than I thought, I guess. That is crazy. And to go 50-50 is just, it's unbelievable. And by the way, the guy throws 100 if his arm was healthy, and he will next year.
Shohei Ohtani is who we're talking about. So second quarter starts. Harrington keeps the ball, fakes the handoff, cuts up, and he's only going to get about a yard and a half. So it's going to be a 3rd and 6. And these are the type of plays that have hurt the Mountain Lions this season. they're the type of team that needed to be 3rd and 3, 3rd and 4 at most.
Right. And, you know, you get in these downs and you're forced to throw. The Mountain Lions do much, much better when they're not forced to throw, when they elect to throw. Like, as we saw in first down, the first play from scrimmage.
The end over position is on the left this time. And Harrington's going to roll left and just throw an out pass again. I believe that's Chatham's. Chatham's makes the catch at the 44-yard line, so that's a gain of 10.
Yeah, just Mikey Chisholm just like sat down in an open space, and Harrington just took his time and delivered the pass for the easy first down.
Harrington is 3 for 4 now through the first quarter and a minute. But the key was the Mountain Lions picked up the first down. The end over this time is to the right. And we have either movement or an offsides again. He's looking back at CD East. And it's going to be another offsides penalty.
Prior to the snap, encroachment, defense number 58. It's a 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
They just line up offsides again for the second time.
So that moves the ball down to the 39, 2nd and 5. Or excuse me, 1st and 5. Harrington just throws it straight down the seam, and it was wide open. It was almost intercepted as the Mountain Lions mistimed their jump. And was that our new number 2? Was that?
That's Amy Ballas.
That was Amy Ballas.
Yeah.
He mistimed the jump and went up a little early and didn't get the ball. Hit off his fingertips, and then he actually played defender, knocking it out of the defense's way.
And that's exactly what I was kind of hinting on before, how the plays are there. The Mountain Lions all year have just found a way to not make the plays. It's pretty amazing how that's happened to them so much.
There's the handoff to Staines again. He drives forward, and again, great blocking on that side. But Central Dauphin, by the way they're lining up, is taking themselves out of that play.
Right.
So that will go from the 39 down to the 32 for a gain of 7 for Staines and a first down.
Staines, 7.
First down. Now the Mountain Lions are end over the other side. There still has been no adjustment to the extra lineman. And Staines gets it. This time's up the middle. He bowls his way ahead for about 3 to the 29.
Yeah, he probably shouldn't have got that, so he did a good job moving the pile.
Staines on the carry. Staines 3.
Harrington will line up, see how CD East is lined up. Now they're switching some of the defensive front around. Comes over, now comes back in. They still have 10 seconds. He's under center. Hand off to Staines to the right. Nice hole, and he'll come all the way down to the 32, 33. So he's going to get 6 and probably just be a little short.
I think you just take your big 225-pound quarterback, have him fall forward here. Find a little gap there and just fall forward and get that first down.
3rd and 1, the Mountain Lions will come out. They have that end over lineup again. This time the receivers are a little tighter. Motion comes across. Hand off to Staines, pitch going right. Actually, that's not Staines, that's Hazelwood, and he's going to get the first down and more as he goes inside the 20. So he goes from the 24 down to the 18. So Hazelwood picks up 6.
Yeah, moving the chains. Another first down for the Mountain Lions.
And they are in position to answer CD East's touchdown.
They have
And the Mountain Lions have entered.
been in the red zone. I don't know the number, but it's not more than 3 or 4 times all year. I'll tell you that right now. Their first 2 touchdowns against Hollidaysburg were from outside the red zone. So
Harrington takes it, follows his lead blocker, and will come down to the 14, so he'll get 4, 2nd and 6.
Harrington on the carry. Initial hit by Ryland Roach. Gain of 4.
Clock is moving, 8 minutes to play in the half. Today at halftime, not only do we have the Central Dauphin East Band, we have the Mountain Lion Band with the Junior High Band. Pitch to the outside. Ooh, helmet-to-helmet hit. Hazelwood gets stood up. Neither one sort of goes down to the ground until they're out of bounds. So he'll get to the 14, which is where we were. So that was gain of 1 we'll give them.
3rd down 5.
Mountain Lions 3rd and 5 on their own 14. Staines gets the ball. He's caught from behind, but he's going to get down to about the 10. So he's going to be about a yard and a half short.
Noah Staines on the carry.
looks like they're going to leave the offense out there and go for it here.
3.
At the very least, try to have them jump.
4th and 2.
No movement yet. Mountain Lions step back 16 seconds on the play clock. They're getting set. And Mountain Lions jump. So we're going to go from a 4th and 1 to 2.
Prior to the snap.
And now it's going to be 4th and 6.5, 7.
Offense, 5-yard penalty, still 4th down.
Now we might go for a field goal here.
I don't see any changing on the sideline.
No.
One of the linemen are coming in to switch out, but place kicker's not there. Oh. So we have a 4th and 7 on the 16. And a Mountain Lion timeout.
Timeout, Altoona.
So looking ahead to some other things tomorrow, some good football games in the college ranks. I know you're going to be at the Kent State game.
Yes, it better be a blowout.
The mid majors this year have played very well. They've gone on the road to some other teams, including beating Notre Dame.
Yeah, Northern Illinois and Bowling Green gave Penn State all they could handle. Now, Kent State is not the top of the MAC. They actually lost to St. Francis right up the road, so Penn State better be able to handle business tomorrow easily, and should be a fun day anyway.
Well, looking at some scores across the mid-pen, Bishop McDevitt has jumped out to a 28-0 lead over Carlisle in the first. We know the score here is 7-0 CD East. 0-0 Cumberland Valley and Central Dauphin. Harrisburg 7-7 with Cedar Cliff, and State College kicks a field goal up 3-0 on Chambersburg. Mountain Lions will come back in. They're going for it here on 4th and we'll say 8. Harrington under center. He drops back to pass, and he throws over the middle, and it is incomplete. And the Mountain Lions turn it over, and they're yelling for a flag.
Incomplete pass. Coverage by Avery Romaine.
So Romaine covered the receiver there. Coach Niedermeyer thinks that he hit him a little early. But the Mountain Lions, again, once they got into the red zone, they got down to a 3rd and 2 and had a penalty that brought them back and are not able to convert.
That was a good drive for the Mountain Lions. Just didn't execute there towards the end.
CD East will start on their own 16-yard line. We got quads right, which that was a mistake, as one of the receivers is coming over. He is not set. We're down to 3. And we're going to have a second timeout from CD East.
Yeah, they're a little confused there. They lined all those guys up, had a little diamond going on over there, and that wasn't right. So they bring a guy all the way over, and meanwhile the play clock's running down.
In the Laurel Highlands, Bishop Carroll, Bishop Guilfoyle is meeting Central 7-0, and Penn Cambria is over Central Cambria right now 8-0 in the first. No other scores at this time. It's hard to believe that we're already a month into the season. It was 91 degrees today. So the Mountain Lions are set on defense. CD East is going to be coming out of their huddle.
We haven't had a play in a way of one play in like the last 10 minutes of real time here.
6:56 to go before the half. Pass. Jala scrambles out. He's going to look to throw down the sideline, and it goes incomplete.
He basically just got rid of that.
As Young was the intended receiver.
Looked like Chisholm's helmet came off, and he tried to sneak back on the field because it was the sideline, and the official came over and said, nope, you can't come on. So he's got to sit out of play.
So when he faced pressure, Jala just took off and ran about 15 yards deep and circled to the right. They changed out the balls.
Oh, they were playing with Altoona's ball right there. Can't do that.
2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. And fake handoff throw over the middle. That's that same slant once again. That's been working. That's going to be a 20-yard gain for Young.
Santana Young. To the right. On the stop. Get 19.
Good run to the left.
Looked like the Mountain Lions had that bottled up.
He just broke out from it.
I don't know what happened over there. Looked like Vukovic had that play smelled out.
21 in the play.
So it was another gain of 20. Back-to-back gains of 20. 1 by throw, 1 by pass. Here comes another pass. Mountain Lions look like they're going to get him, and they do. He stretches forward. They'll give him a loss of a yard.
So Tyrese Pearson actually would get credit for a sack right there on that. Just barely behind the line of scrimmage.
Yep. .556 to go in the half. CD East second down. Formation looks like a run coming to the right. And it's a quick pass to the right. Nice play on the defensive side. That ball was thrown to number 5 for a gain of 6. Dunkel made the play defensively.
So Dunkel, the nice job tracking that down, holding the CD East Panthers to a short gain there. 3rd and 5 here. Mountain Lions need a stop.
And movement. Are they going to call that on CD East? Because the Mountain Lions started to come up like they were blitzing, and I think there was a flinch on the right side of the line.
Prior to the snap, full start.
Yeah.
Offense,
So it's going to be 3rd and 10.
5-yard penalty, still 3rd down.
Clock is running. CD East is changing out some players right now. They don't have they have a quad to the left, one receiver to the right. Motion man comes across, and it's a screen through the middle.
Wow, that was a nice catch.
He picked it up off his knees, and he's going to go not only for ball. Is that the ball? No, but there's a penalty on the back end.
Yeah. Tackle. Is that? Tell me that's number 2 again.
Yep.
That's his 4th penalty in the last, 6 plays. Coach Lance Dean's got to be highly upset at that.
So that was another gain. That was 25. But then with the penalty, it brings it out back. It's during the run, so it's only.
The penalty is enforced from the end of the run. The result of the play is a 1st down.
Still a 15-yard gain and a 1st down. Is that Young again on the reception?
Yeah.
He seems to be the favorite target. 2 running backs. CD East set up, just wanted to see how the Mountain Lions would react. They're resetting. They've got 5 seconds to get the play off. And timeout number 3 for CD East.
Prior to the play, timeout, CD East.
So we had a 1st and 10 at the 30. Mountain Lions have been pretty good against the big plays, and they've given up a bunch of them tonight and a bunch of them on this drive.
So it had to be the film I watched. Santana Young had to be wearing number 3 before, because he was the guy that was their leading receiver. He was all over the place, and I never saw any 4.
Well, they have different home and different wagers.
The coaching staff. Well, and that was an away game. That was Carlisle last week. So, I don't understand what's going on with these uniform numbers and everything. The coaches even struggled to find, who was who when they were trying to watch film all week. But they definitely had some story that, they had different home and away numbers. But, I think that guy was wearing 3 last week against Carlisle. And now he's wearing 4. So, interesting. He's a quick, very fast player. That's for sure.
So
Santana
Carlisle
been
stepped a lot of
game.
guys off the ball. They've gone more to a power offense where they now have that extra tight end line up as a wing, and there's a handoff, and that's Parsons, and that's a good play from behind. That was Harrington coming on a blitz, and he caught Parsons from behind for only a gain of 1.
Yeah, that was a good job. MJ Harrington attacking. Now they take the lineman off. They're spreading back out.
Oh, that receiver's offsides. Jala fakes a pass, starts to run it, runs out of bounds. So we'll give him a scramble for 1, 2, 3, 4 yards. So we're going to go 3rd and 5.
Gain 4.
Or 3rd and 6, actually. Moving clock, it is now under 3.5 minutes. There's a quick throw in the flats. He breaks it back into the middle, gets by the defenders, breaks another tackle, and is down to the 7-yard line. So you're going to go from the 26 and down to the 7 or 8 yard line. That's an 18-yard gain.
That's Demir Maxwell trying to make up for all those penalties he got. He did a good job making up for it there. Tremendous run after the catch. Once again, the throw was low. These guys just go catch the ball.
We're down to 14 on the play clock. And a quick slant, touchdown. Once again, that looks like Young.
Santana Young.
With an 8-yard TD.
Santana Young.
Too easy. Right in front of the defense. Just let him come in.
Jaha has been impressive. He's 11 for 14 currently for 137 yards.
Yeah.
He was rattled that first series, but after that, he's getting the ball close enough for his receivers to make the plays. Kick is up, and it is a low kick, but it is good. So 14-0. CD East takes the lead 2 minutes and 45 seconds before half.
14-0 Panthers.
Yeah, so the Mountain Lions have driven the ball on offense a couple times, but just find a way to stop themselves. They had some guys open and just can't complete the pass, or had a penalty down there to give them a 4th and long, and just the same things that have plagued them all year, these little things that are so important, you know, when you want to complete drives.
Bishop McDevitt has taken a 35-0 lead on Carlisle in the second quarter. Cedar Cliff Harrisburg has exchanged more touchdowns, so it's 14-14 in the second. Every other score has remained the same. Locally, we have Bellwood Tyrone. Tyrone was out in front 7-0. Bellwood just drove, scored, and got a 2-point conversion. So Bellwood took an 8-7 lead on Tyrone in the second. CD's kicks, very short once again. That comes up. This time it is brought back to the 35. And that once again was
15-yard penalty on it.
Parker White, and there was a penalty on the Mountain Lions?
No, on CD's. Number 43 goes tripping over the pile a little bit late. It was questionable whether it was late, but.
So 2:40 to go. The Mountain Lions still have 2 of their timeouts. And it looks like they're going to start over midfield. If this is a personal foul, it will start at the 49-yard line of CD East.
After the play was over, dead ball, personal foul. Number 43 of the kicking team. 15 yards will be ended at the end of the kick. First down.
So CD East penalties are trying to give the Mountain Lions an opportunity. We need to watch the clock as this drive moves.
Yeah, 2 minutes and 40 seconds. Mountain Lions have 2 timeouts left. So they don't have to really get into hurry up and get out of what they do yet.
Well, they're lined up in a tight formation. And they're going to pass out of it and throw to the running back coming out of the backfield. And that's going to be an 11 to 12-yard gain.
Amir Ballas. Or Amy Ballas, I'm sorry. Amar Amy Ballas.
So that's no.
Got the little catch. Well designed. Come out of the backfield, wide open, nobody covering him.
13 on the play.
I like what I'm seeing tonight. Like, there's some more variation. They're doing some different things. It will result in some scores here. You just get that feeling.
Harrington drops back. Looking like a screen's coming, but here's a holding penalty.
Holding.
The Mountain Lions throw it out. It is caught again, but that will be brought back as there's going to be a holding penalty at the 45, which will move it back, and it's going to make it 1st and 27. It almost looked like they were setting up a screen, and the screen didn't take place.
During the play, holding, 63 offense. 10 yards from the previous spot, replay first down.
Oh, so it goes from the previous spot,
Yeah.
so it's going to be 10, and it'll come back to the 47, 1st and 20. Should be, nope. Here's that tight formation again. CD East brings all their players in tight. Here comes man across the middle, and is it going to be the same thing the other way? Harrington rolls left. He's just going to keep it, cut it up, and get down to about the 40. You're going to say stepped out at the 42. So he's only going to pick up 6 on that.
Gain of 5.
Yeah, just nothing there. They were trying to run the same play, it looked like, but CD East was covering it this time, so he just kind of scrambled and got what he could get.
Well, as a right-handed quarterback, that's a hard throw to make rolling to your left.
They do that a lot. They roll him out to his left. Here we go to the right.
And there's a deep pass. He's open if he catches it, and it goes off Amy Ballas's fingers. It was a little bit underthrown, but he turned and had the opportunity, but just couldn't bring it in. So we're now 3rd and 14. 2:01 to go in the quarter.
I'm not sure. I mean, it was a little underthrown, but
that's a ball that you got to catch. If
yeah,
you're
I think it was catchable.
Be competitive or win a couple games. Down to 10 seconds on the clock. The Mountain Lions are probably going to need a timeout or they're not getting it off. And Coach Niedermeyer calls the timeout. He's actually asking because the clock was running down, and
sometimes when the ball kicks away on a long pass, then they bump it up to 25.
They reset the clock.
But
that's
they
what
didn't.
He's asking.
Timeout, Altoona.
So the Mountain Lions looking to put up their first score of the night. They're in CD East territory, but a holding penalty moved them back out almost to the 50.
One more timeout left for the Mountain Lions. These teams have used their timeouts tonight, haven't they? Holy smokes.
It was a very fast-moving half. It slowed down here in the second half of the second quarter.
So if they don't get, I'd say, inside the 35, then they may punt the ball away because you're not going to go for it 4th and like 10, are you?
I would not think from almost midfield. Harrington drops back. Screen is there, and it's overthrown. Hazelwood was open. Would have had a couple yards.
Lots of blockers.
And it is now 4th and 14, 156. CD East does not have any timeouts once they get the ball.
And that's just, all that is right there is he hasn't played a lot of quarterback. That's all that is. I mean, that's, you know.
Illegal motion against the offense. That penalty is declined. Results in a 4th down.
So Mountain Lions will punt.
I would say punt the ball, yeah.
The punt team started to run out, and now they're questioning it. So the punt team does come out. It's also good that your kicker or your punter is also your quarterback. There's a snap. He's just going to stand back there. And now he's in trouble. Harrington is in a lot of trouble, and he's just going to get sacked because he was dancing around.
I have no idea what that just happened right there.
Amari Clark on the stop. MJ Harrington.
He hesitated like he did the first time, and there was lots of time to kick it because there was no rush at all.
Well, the clock should be moving.
Sideline warning against Altoona. Result of the play is a first down.
The other way.
So
the clock should start on the change of possession. Or the clock not start, but the play clock should start.
that was a strange play right there. You don't see that too often. He didn't bobble the snap, and nothing happened. He just fooled around and ended up getting tackled. It was a strange set of circumstances. And he lost his helmet,
so he has to come out
so he
for
has
a
to
play.
come out for this play, yeah.
Man in motion, that's Young. He's coming across the middle. The throw's going deep to the outside, and it is incomplete.
Incomplete pass intended for Demir Maxwell.
That one was just overthrown. I was just fired up there and hope something happens and make sure only your guy can catch it, and he ended up overthrowing it. But
Harrington back into the game. 1:39 to go before half. CD East out in front 14-0 over Altoona. There's a screen on the outside to Young. He gets around the first defender, but then caught, and the clock should keep rolling.
yeah, it should keep rolling. They have no timeouts. They used them all.
He got to the 49, so that'll be a gain of 4.
Initial hit number 5, Logan Wilkovich.
1:10 to go in the first, 3rd and 7. Central Dauphin taking their time coming up to the line. They are content to go in with a 2-touchdown lead. They're just going to hand the ball up off the middle, and Parsons is hit right away. Mountain Lions going to call timeout.
Wesley Bumgardner. And on that stop,
CD East does not have to snap the ball.
gain of 2 on the play.
They probably will snap it just before half. They can get something on it. Down to 16 seconds in the half. Play is moving. You would think they'd move a little bit faster.
Yeah, in case
'cause
they
have
hit something.
They have one. I mean, this is the play basically. If they don't score, it's halftime. And that's a deep bomb, and it goes incomplete. No time on the clock.
That's halftime.
And well, messy first half here at Mansion Park. Central Dauphin East is able to score on 2 passing plays and take a 14-0 lead. Mountain Lions will go into the locker room looking to see, make some adjustments or changes to see if they can finish one of these drives.
Yeah, they drove the ball a couple times, with some success, and then one thing or another led to a failure at the end without scoring. So find a way to finish these drives, make some adjustments on pass coverage, and Mountain Lions will come out with a new attitude. They get the ball to start the second half, I believe. So
Yes.
we'll see what happens when they come back out.
All right, so halftime score here at Mansion Park. Central Dauphin East 14, Altoona 0. For the next 15 minutes or so, 20 minutes, please enjoy the bands from Central Dauphin East, and then the Mountain Lion Marching Band, along with the Junior High AAHS Marching Band. We will be back just before the second half.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the field from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, the Central Dauphin East High School Marching Panthers. Following their success winning nationals for the 2023 production, the East High Marching Panthers are proud to present their 2024 production, Diamonds in the Sky. Diamonds in the Sky is a celebration of the radiant connection between the stars above and the human spirit within. Much like the stars that blaze brilliantly across the night sky, each of us carries a light within, a unique brilliance born from the fires of passion, purpose, and dreams. These diamonds are a reflection of the human experience, a tapestry of triumphs and triumphs, joys and sorrows, all shining brightly against the infinite canvas of time. May they be an enduring reminder of your own legacy and of the life you bring to the world. The show features student performers Joseph Davis Coyle, snare drum, Genevieve Berger, trumpet, Enoch, alto sax, Shannon Hughes, Frank horn, and Irene Sudan, clarinet. Student leaders include Eddie Ondo, Bennett Kimball, Keegan Bonner, Courtney John, Zacharia Howard. The Marching Panthers are led onto the field by drum majors Irene Sudan and Shannon Luke. The East High Marching Panthers are under the direction of Mr. Curtis Glidewell with music designed by Synced Up Design and drill designed by Mark Johnson. Instructional staff includes Spencer Pacula, percussion captain Emma Kukadal, color guard captain and design Michael Hilligus, Katie Burr, and Cole Hilligus, battery. Sam Rich, running trumpet section. Katie Kukadal, color guard, Brian Matthews, and Silas Burr, marching. Drum majors Irene Sudan and Shannon Luce, is your band ready? You may take the field in exhibition. The East High Marching Panthers would like to thank the CD District Administration, the East High School Leadership Team, Legal Fabrication, and the East High Youth District for their continued support. Ladies and gentlemen, we proudly present the Altoona Area High School Marching Band under the direction of drum major Rachel Kennedy. The major actor led by Captain William Jordan, the order filter led by Captain Paige Radel, and assisted by Co-Captain Andrew Foster. The feature majorette is Lily Solomon. This year's marching band halftime shows will feature the return of some of the staff favorites from the past 25 years. Tonight's show will open with The Phantom of the Opera. Please welcome to the field our special guest for this evening, the Altoona Area Junior High School Marching Band. They will be performing Raiders March from their first halftime show. The Altoona area high school marching band will return to the field as we combine with the junior high band to close tonight's halftime show with God Bless America. And now, on Altoona. Band assistant Drew Yingling and band director Larry Detweiler. The Fine Arts Boosters are hosting a basket bingo on October 12th in the Altoona Area High School Fieldhouse. Tickets are on sale in the concession stand on the home side. And a great way to top that halftime show is the 50-50 drawing. If you've got it, it's up on the big board. 584674. It's worth $463. 584674. Report to the flagpole if you've got the 50-50 number. 584674. $463. Money flying out of the sky. Good for you.
Welcome back to Mansion Park, Altoona Mountain Lion football. It is halftime here between Central Dauphin East and Altoona. The score is 14-0 CD East at this point. Chris, what do the Mountain Lions need to do to get back into this game?
Execute. How about execute, right? I mean, there's some plays there. There's some things. They left some stuff out there. they dropped a pass or two. They lofted one up maybe a little too high and let the defenders get there. There's been some open guys. They had a penalty on fourth and short that they were moving the ball. I really feel like they probably would have got that 4th and short by running the football, and they end up 4th and long and don't get it. Those kinds of things. On defense, they're going to have to really stick to those quick, fast receivers on those slants. It seems like the quarterback, Damaj Jallo, is just doing that 3-step little quick drop with that slant. He's been on the money. He's really looked good this first half for CD East. When the patterns are longer and guys are covered, they get a little bit of pressure on him. He throws the ball away or he has to scramble. They do a better job with that. So they got to try to get rid of those, those open slants. Try to put a little pressure on the receivers. Stick with them a little bit and just execute on offense. Finish these drives.
Well, as a former defensive line coach, the one thing you always tell your tackles and your ends, if you're not going to get to the quarterback and he's doing 3-step drops, you've got to get your hands up. You got to get and disrupt those passing lanes so that he doesn't have those clear vision to each of the receivers. So the Mountain Lion front hopefully can start to disrupt a little bit there, since they can't get to him on those quick 3-step drops. The receivers, as you said, need to stick a little bit with these. The defensive backs need to stick with the receivers. The difference really right now is the receivers for CD East are making some plays. They're not perfect passes, but they are coming up with some shoestring catches. They're bending down, getting them. They had one that was behind them about the hip level, and most of the passes tonight and most of the damage tonight has been from number 4, Young. Young has done a great job in just getting that inside release and just making himself, he's big. He's tall to begin with, so he's making himself a big target. And Jaha's getting the ball close enough to him that he has 2 touchdown passes, or 2 touchdown receptions.
Yeah, they have a lot of yards after the catch. They've really done a good job. And they're very quick, of course, and they run after the catch, and Mountain Lions aren't quite as fast, quite frankly, on defense as some of those receivers, and they haven't really erupted for the big play. They had 1 touchdown call back on a holding, but that was a running play. But the Mountain Lions, they're there. They're close. They're almost ready to break out and score some points here and get things going. They just have to execute and finish it. I really think, defensively, they're doing an okay job. They've forced a couple punts. If the Mountain Lions could score some points here, they might be able to get back in this.
Well, the Mountain Lions will start with the ball here in the second half. So if they can put a drive on the board, it'll bring it back to 14-7, and it'll be an interesting game here in the second half. Once again, I would like to thank Mr. Baker, the advisor of MLTV. He was also one of the band directors that helps with the Mountain Lion Band there at halftime, and that was a nice show between the high school and junior high band. Over 350 musicians and flags and batons. It was nice to see out on the field. And it was a very interesting show to begin with from CDE, so they did a very nice job. Both music programs doing well. So the question here, can the Mountain Lions come out? Along with Mr. Baker, I would again just like to thank the MLTV crew that is working here tonight. Our director is Dominic Zalepko. Our graphics is done by Corbin Clifford. Cameras are Sydney Wilbur and Luke Mitchell. And then our sideline camera, we have 3 of them down there: Aiden Aiken, Elena Saylor, and Adelie Scott. So thank you guys. This is a class that the students take at Altoona Area High School in television production. They actually produce some TV shows that go out on the air on Fox with the Rich DeLeo referee Rich show and a couple other things. So the Mountain Lion Television has done a great job over the years, and this year we lost Doug Sipes to retirement, and Mike Baker has picked that up. So we're getting ready for the opening kickoff.
Ironically, he's down there running the clock tonight. So he can't get away from this place either.
So Mountain Lions are deep. There has not really been a deep kick yet. They seem to be a little short. This one does go to the deep back. And he will cut up the middle. That is Amy Ballas, and he is caught by the leg and brought down about the 23-yard line. So the Mountain Lions will take over there. In the first half, Harrington was 4 for 9 for 37 yards. The running game a little bit better. Harrington had 6 carries for 28. Staines had 5 carries for 26. And Hazelwood, 4 carries for 11. Mountain Lions line up again coming out in the second half with that end over position. And there's Staines going off to the left. And he's met right away by number 1. He carries him for about 2 yards out to the 25. That was Maxwell on the tackle.
Staines has looked pretty good here so far at that fullback position.
He definitely has got more carries tonight than we have seen from him yet this year. So Harrington's trying to adjust his receivers. The huddle is right at the line of scrimmage. Pretty much a tight formation, 2 wings. Man in motion, Harrington keeps it, cuts forward, and maybe we'll give him a yard. So we're at a 3rd and 7 situation here on this first drive. It's probably a little closer to 3rd and 6.
Yeah, it just really wasn't much there. I thought maybe he was going to pitch it.
And it did look like he did have the pitch man between the two of them, and he held on for the last second and then just decided to keep it. So we got press coverage on the right. Actually, it looks like man press coverage everywhere. Harrington rolls out. He's just going to run it. He gets up to the 30, 31, 34. It looks like he will get the first down as he's going to go out somewhere between the 33 and 34.
Yeah, it's enough for a first down. It almost looked like a designed run. He didn't even look to throw.
So it is a gain of, we'll give him 6.
And he needed like 5 1/4.
Well, he had to get to that 33-yard line, and that's right where the ball is. Again, another tight formation. Harrington hands the ball off, and it is fumbled, and CD East will pick it up right away. I think Harrington was trying to give it to Staines and pull it back out. They had the triple option lined up, and the ball...
The timing of that was off. Staines was by him. There really wasn't enough time to get that ball in there.
Number 51, Jose Arroyo.
Well, fumbles have, or turnovers just in general, have affected the Mountain Lions this year.
Yeah, the Mountain Lions have, as that fumble was recovered by number 51, Jose Arroyo for CD East. But the Mountain Lions have turned the ball over 13 times in 2 games. And they've only got 2 turnovers themselves. So that's quite a turnover differential. The negative 11 in 4 games is not very good for the Mountain Lions.
5 receivers, and it's just going to be a drop back draw quarterback, and he's going to get around the end, come down, and get at least a first down, if not more. He did get 12.
Jarlow on the carry.
So just like that, CD East is almost back in the red zone. You wanted to get that first drive and close it to 7. And at this point, if CD East can put it in, it looks like they're going to go up 21.
Yeah, that's not what the Mountain Lions wanted here to start the second half.
There's a handoff to Parsons. And he is tackled pretty much right away. We'll give him 3 yards. Down to the 18.
Another thing that's kind of surprising, this is game number 5. The Mountain Lions have not forced a fumble yet this year. Kind of surprising there that they have not recovered a single fumble. They could really use one here.
So we got a 2nd and 7.
CD East takes their time. It's no huddle, but it's very deliberate. Snap it with 1 on the play clock.
There's a draw to Parsons. He's going to get down inside the 15 to about the 13. So he's going to be a couple yards short.
We got an illegal motion penalty, I think, on CD East. That's coming back.
So instead of having a 3rd and about 2, it's going to be 2nd and 12.
Illegal motion. Catch the offense. 5 yards from the previous spot. Replay 2nd down.
So as we said earlier, both teams have been hit with quite a few penalties, and it seems to hurt the Mountain Lions more, as this quick strike offense from CD East seems to come back. They have 7 plays of 20 yards or more. They like to get that clock right down to 1 or 2 seconds. There's a handoff to Parsons right up the middle, and the Mountain Lion defense is there for no gain.
Logan Lukovic on the stop of Leon Parsons.
Now, 3rd down and long. You know exactly what's going to happen here, right? See what adjustments the Mountain Lions have made.
Now there's the 5 receiver set. And so far, usually in this situation, they will throw a slant to number 4, Santana Young. Well, he moves now to the inside, so he's man-to-man coverage. There's a quick drop, and Jahal decides to run it himself, and he's going to run it down to about the 13. They're going to mark it at the 11.
Wow, it's going to be.
He looked out of bounds.
4th and short.
Before that. I think it's going to be a 1st down.
No, they gave it to him. Yep, 1st down. Number 8, Leland Bear, got kind of caught inside there. Did not contain the outside.
And that was a very generous spot from the officials, but he was behind the play trailing. So again, another 3rd and long that the Mountain Lions can't get themselves off the field or force a kick.
This is just bizarre, watching them just stare and stare and wait and stare.
They have a double wing to the left. Usually that's a run. And here comes the old skins to the right, and Parsons is just going to bounce off the first guy and score. Some of the defenders are complaining they were held or tackled, but Parsons is going to run in an 11-yard touchdown run.
There was several guys that had a chance to bring him down, just did not make the tackle.
And CD East is looking to extend their lead to 21-0 here, 7:39 to go in the 3rd. Mountain Lions will be heading to Bishop McDevitt next Friday night. They are currently out in front of Carlisle, 49-0 at the half. There's a kick, it's up, and it is good. That was a very quick whistle. I thought something had happened. But once the ball was kicked, they blew the whistle. And it did go through the uprights, 21-0 for CD East. Cumberland Valley has taken the lead on Central Dauphin, 7-0 at the half. Harrisburg was in a tight game at halftime, 14-14 to Cedar Cliff. They've scored 2 quick touchdowns in the 3rd. State College is having some trouble with Chambersburg. It's 10-7 at the half.
Wow. That's interesting.
BG out in front of Central, 20-0 at the half. Pencambria 24-0 over Central Cambria. Tyrone came back and took the lead. They scored another touchdown, 14-8 over Bellwood Annis.
The backyard brawl.
So CD East will line up their kick. Last time it went deep. First 3 times it was shallow. This one is a little bit shallow. Again, it's to the up back. This time it's on the opposite side. He tries to cut across the whole field and will get tackled right at the 25. So he did get to the 28 and then tried to cut across the grain, and the defense just smothered him.
That's Luke Geishauser, I believe.
Yeah, it was Geishauser on the return, looking to try to do something, get around the defense, but they caught him right at the 25.
Zaire Young with his second, he made the tackle on the last kickoff. Number 25 for CD East getting in on the action there. So Mountain Lions come out, got to get a drive going, at least just for momentum purposes, and get a drive, get a score out of this, and just feel good about something.
Well, a player ran out late. Mountain Lions ran a screen and nobody blocked, and they're going to end up losing 4 yards on the screen pass.
Branson Adams, initial hit by number 1, Avery Romaine.
So that'll be a loss of 3.
Loss of 3 on the play.
So number 15, Jarrell Baker, was out there to block. But there was more players than on defense than there were blockers out there.
Harrington back again, looks like a screen. And he looked to be tackled before he caught the ball.
That was ugly from the start.
That'll be another loss.
Loss of 2 in the play.
So the Mountain Lions find themselves in a 3rd and 15. 6 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. Down 3 scores. There's a quick pitch to the outside to Hazelwood. He picks up 5-7 yards, but it's going to be 4th and 8, and they are going to be forced to punt.
Julia Hazelwood, initial hit by number 8, Leon Clarkson. Gain of 6. 4th and 9.
Harrington does kick this one, and all of CDS players move away from it. It will roll down to about the 37, maybe the 36 and a half. So that'll go as a
37-yard punt.
37-yard punt. But the Mountain Lion offense is on the bench once again. So 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Mountain Lions are not covering all 3 receivers. And there's a handoff reverse, and that's to Young. He's going to get a first down and get knocked out of bounds about the 49-yard line. So that's going to be a gain of 12 for Young.
Julian Hazelwood.
His first carry of the night. Is there a penalty?
I don't know what's going on.
Because there's a discussion and the clock's not.
I didn't see a flag.
It says a flag on the play. They're talking in one official's writing. Does that mean somebody is going to be getting a
After the play,
personal foul?
unsportsmanlike conduct. Number 53 of the offense. Be 15 yards from the dead ball spot. First down.
Huh. I didn't see what happened.
So that was one of the linemen. If it was after the play, he either hit someone or it was a taunting type penalty. So the run was 12 yards. Now it'll go back 15 and just start right over. So we'll now start 1st and 10 at the 34. This is like a sandlot football game. As Jala is just out there pointing out, telling the receivers where to go. And it's worked so far. Here's a handoff to Parsons. He gets stopped, and then he just turns direction, and he's going to get around the sideline and get tackled.
Leon Parsons, pulled out number 4.
It's a 26-yard gain.
Chisholm finally rode him down.
Just
Made a move and bounced it outside.
And a first down for the Panthers.
Well, that's, like, again, their 8th play over 20 yards tonight. Now we have a stack out on the outside. We have 3 receivers stacked right on top of each other and only 1 defender out there. There's 2 towards that side, but Jaha keeps it, and there's a block in the back. So that's going to be another penalty. Jaha will get 8. But that will be nullified because from the mark of the block in the back or holding, it will go back.
Yeah, CD East has had a lot of
During the
penalties
run,
tonight.
holding, offense number 19. 10 yards from the end of the run. Replay first down.
Most of their holding penalties have come from their receivers.
Right.
Once again, this time the Mountain Lions move another defender out near that triple stack. And they fake it, throw an immediate screen to the outside to Young. He's going to cut back and weave around some players and then get driven to the ground about the 38-yard line. So that's a gain of 5. That's the 8th catch for Santana Young.
Jeez. You have him on your fantasy team.
Gain of 1, 2nd and 9.
So the clock is running. We're down to 3:14. It's down to 5 on the play clock, so the quarterback will step back and take a snap. He will drop back to pass, try to throw quickly over the middle, and that was right in the breadbasket, and Santana Young dropped it. It was right in his hip, actually, so it might have been a little behind.
Yeah, slightly behind, but he's caught those all night.
Yes, he has.
39.
And the Mountain Lions just continue to give him an inside release. So they will adjust positions on the field. Harrington moves a little bit to the outside. There are trips lined up to the right, and they fake, and there's an immediate quick throw, and it is not caught. They're saying that it was incomplete, so it is now 4th and 9. I think CD East is just going to, are they going to go for it?
I think they're just going to go for it, yeah.
This is the first time they've gone on 4th, but they've been very successful on 3rd. So we have trips to the right and twins to the left. Jaha steps back. He's looking to throw over the middle. He scrambles and then just lets it go. and it's down the sideline, and it is not held onto. Oh. The official come running in. He could not see
the ball.
He could not see the completion of the play, and he called it a catch. The other official, and they're saying no. They're saying
finally
that was dropped.
It's embarrassing for that guy because, like, come on.
He could not see through the sideline of CD East, and the Mountain Lions will take over at the 39. I think he had it at first.
It would have been a great catch.
And got hit, and the ball came out.
Yes, that's exactly what happened. I agree. And he got 1 foot in, which maybe the officials was just looking at his foot.
He is a senior also.
That was a great pass again. That was right on the money.
Yep, off the scramble. Six-man front for CD East. Mountain Lions throw a quick screen. Nobody else is out there. And they tried to get a block, didn't really get one. And then you're going to have a penalty after the play. The defender threw the receiver to the ground. I believe that was Santana Young.
Dead ball, personal foul. Unnecessary roughness, 22 of the defense.
22.
15 yards to the end of the run. First down.
Darian Cofield. It was Mikey Chisholm who was out there. That's who got tackled late.
And that was an 8-yard gain, so it was a nice quick play. They didn't get the block they needed, but Chisholm was able to put his head down and get 8, but now the ball will move up 15 yards. So it'll go from about the 47 all the way down to the 37 or 38 of CD East. 2:42 to go in the third. Mountain Lions have another first down. Quick drop back and a pass over the middle, and it does not get to his receiver. Ball was thrown short, and I believe was the pass intended. I think it was intended for Adams.
Yeah, he was not open.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense. 5-yard penalty from the previous spot. Replay first down.
So it's going to be 1st and 15 now after the Mountain Lion penalty. They've been trading penalties all night. Double tight end, double wing for the Mountain Lions. Bad pitch, and it is picked up, and that is a loss of 16.
He just pitched it way behind him.
Stop by number 1, Avery Romaine.
Harrington's pitch was nowhere near the intended runner, which looked to be Amy Ballas coming around. And luckily Ballas was able to fall on it, but it is now going to be 2nd down, and I believe 31, 20, 30, about 31. Harrington goes back. Here's a throw over the middle, and it was overthrown, but the safety didn't really make a play on the ball and just was in the way of the intended receiver. Again, that was Adams.
Yeah, if it would have been closer to the receiver, you might get a penalty there, but and he didn't really hit him like hard as a defenseless receiver or anything. So
3rd and 31. Mountain Lions have not had a play tonight that was longer than 11 yards. They've had 11 and a 10 on a pass. Press man coverage, and it looked like a hand up off the middle, but the play was stopped. So either The Mountain Lions were lined up off sides.
Prior to the snap.
There's your move.
Offense, number 29.
So it's now
5-yard penalty.
3rd and
Still third down.
36. Mountain Lions are marching the ball, unfortunately, in the wrong direction right now. Two penalties and a big fumble. There's the pitch around. This one Amy Ballas gets, but goes nowhere. Good defensive play out there. That looks like number 30 from CD East. That was Brian Ham, a senior. He made a great read and got out there and stopped Amy Ballas for no gain. So what looked promising with a 1st and 10 at the 38 of CD East will turn into a punt on a 4th and 39 for the Mountain Lions. 1:10 to play in the 3rd quarter. Nice kick, and Santana Young let it bounce, and unfortunately for him, because it takes a Mountain Lion bounce all the way down to the 20. So that's a 47-yard kick. The CD East will take over once again. 58 seconds to go in this 3rd quarter.
Yeah, Young just should have taken just 2 more steps and caught that ball. It would have saved them 25 yards. But Harrington does do a good job punting the ball.
McDevitt now out in front of Carlisle, 56-0.
That would be a running clock down there, I would imagine, at this point.
Yep. State College added a 6 points on their game against Chambersburg, so it is now 16-7 at the half. There's Parsons up the middle. He makes an adjustment to the outside. If he's going down the sideline, he stops and just tries to move right around. He's just stopping on a dime and turning. And that's going to be another. That's the 9th play of over 20 yards as that goes for 27.
He just bounces outside.
That puts him over 100 tonight as he now has 105 yards on 11 carries. CD East has to run one more play before the end of the 3rd quarter. Motion and a handoff to Parsons. He just goes up the middle, and he'll get 3. And the 3rd quarter will end with the Mountain Lions down 21-0.
That's good officiating when you put the ball in the 50. And when you turn around, you don't have to move it.
Just loop around. So a couple other sports news. The Altoona Mountain Lion soccer teams both have had good weeks, going 3-0. And really playing well. Both the boys and the girls have done a nice job. Tennis team won by a shutout yesterday. And the big Mountain Lion Invitational for cross country tomorrow down at Logan, where they will have 27 teams come to town and running the cross country meet. They will run a varsity and JV, boys and girls, as well as junior high. So it'll be a fun day at Logan for the cross country team. Golf girls had a win earlier in the week. I think the boys finished up their season. And volleyball had a big win in the Aaron Dotson game Monday night against Hollidaysburg. So the other fall Altoona sports are all having some success. The Mountain Lions are trying to see if they can change their fortune and get some success too. So as Chris said, we're just changing sides of the field. The ball really didn't move at all as it's right on the 50. It is 2nd down and 7. They have the extra blocker in there, and there's the handoff. And that's not Parsons, but he
Number
breaks
1.
through and is going to go the distance. That's going to be a 50-yard touchdown run
Avery Romaine.
for Avery Romaine. That is only his 4th carry of the night, but he got the big one, and that's the 10th play of 20 yards or more for CD East. Well, you were talking about the Bishop McDevitt and a running clock. We're now in danger of that. If he kicks this extra point, it is 28-0, and any other score with an extra point for CD East will get the running clock here.
Yeah, this has been a quick little half full, filled with big plays from CD East here.
And that one that is blocked,
And it is no good.
and that ball was blocked again. I think this time it was by Parker White, as we've been saying. He's seeing a lot more time tonight, both on offense and defense, and in the special teams.
So it stays 27-0. CD East out in favor, or out in front of the Mountain Lions.
So one play in the 4th quarter, and it's a 50-yard touchdown for Romaine.
It's a beautiful night here, though. It was a beautiful day, another beautiful day here in the fall. It's been so warm.
It was a little too warm, I felt.
Yeah.
But tonight, this feels nice. It dropped from about 88, I think was the high earlier, that now we're down in the 60s. It feels comfortable. So we have the window open, which a lot of times we do not. But up in the press box here, we have the window open tonight. We've got a gorgeous moon coming up over the mountains. CD will kick off again. Again, another short one. And it is taken at the 20 and run forward and maybe get to the 29. These high short kicks are stopping any chance of a run back because the defenders are down there pretty much as the receiver, gets the ball, and that was Geishauser again. 11:44 to go here in the game. 27-0. CD East is out in front of the Mountain Lions.
Mountain Lions are in desperate need of some plays to feel good about themselves here.
There's a handoff up the middle. And that'll go for about 4.
No stays on the carry.
And that was Staines again.
Gain 4. Second and 6.
Handoff to Staines again. He goes really nowhere. Maybe give him 1 to make it 3rd and 5.
No Staines on the carry. Jose Arroyo.
At this point, if the Mountain Lions are within 3 yards or so, I think they're going to go for it on 4th. I think they're going to see if they can mush them down the field and just keep running. $20 seconds on the play clock. 10:38 on the game clock. Two receivers to the left, man in motion. Fake to Staines, pitch out to Hazelwood. It was a little in front of him, but Mountain Lions had some blocking out there, and Hazelwood made one cut and then another, and then he gets tackled about 6 yards out of bounds.
He had lots of room out there.
So that was a big run by Hazelwood as he gains 18. That's the biggest play of the night for the Mountain Lions.
And a first down, Altoona.
Harrington under center. Hand off to Staines. He's going to break the first line and get up to about the 44. So we'll give him another 3.
Another Staines. Arroyo on the stop. And 4. Second and 6.
Option the other way, and again a bad pitch by Harrington.
They didn't even think it was coming.
Well, I think the play was designed to go to the back coming around, and Hazelwood was blocking, and the ball ended up rolling by his feet. So a loss of 3 on the play. It's going to be 3rd and 9.
Yeah, that was weird.
Nice picture of Baker Mansion there for a few seconds. All lit up. Harrington will keep it, run up the middle, and he'll get a first down as he's able to go ahead for about 15. So 2 big runs here, and the Mountain Lions move into CD East territory. This drive has all been by the run. 8:50 to go, clock is moving.
And I thought I'd see a little bit more out of that from Harrington.
Harrington and Staines ran into each other. Pitch went to Hazelwood. He cuts in and then cuts back. He has taken his legs out and maybe a gain of 2.
He did a good job just to get a couple out of that. He kind of hesitated, drew that outside contain guy in, and then went around him with his speed. He has a lot of speed, which is why it's so interesting that he's not more successful at times, you know, especially on those outside plays.
Again, by week 5, you would think that the offense was running a little bit more clean, and that, you know, the Mountain Lions have changed their offense a couple times. So this is almost like the first game again,
right,
for this offensive unit. And
yeah, I mean,
Harrington, he's trying to give the ball to an official. No official will take it, and the clock is running. So Harrington will get 5 on that, and we're going to have 3rd and 4.
3rd down and 4.
Option. Harrington keeps it and goes straight down. No gain on the play. And we now have a 4th and 4. We'll actually say we'll call a 4th and 5. Here comes a penalty. It's going to be a sideline penalty on the Mountain Lions. So we're going to go from a 4th and a manageable to 4th and long. One of the Mountain Lions personnel was yelling at the official.
Dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct. Altoona, 15 yards from the dead ball spot.
That's a big penalty. So it's going to be 4th and 20. 7:04 to play in the game.
I think it's 3rd down. Is it 3rd down?
No,
they have 4th over there.
It is 4th.
Is it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Because it was
so
3rd
4th.
and 4.
Yeah.
And Harrington got tackled right away, and then somebody yelled about it. I want to say they were yelling face mask. It was one of the coaches, I believe. But he sort of disappeared now on the sideline, so I haven't seen it. So on 4th and 20, Mountain Lions will come out. Looks like they are going to go for it. 7:04 to play.
They're punting.
No, they're going to punt, or at least line up to punt. Yeah, that was a big penalty because on a 4th and 4 at the 30-yard line, you're going to go for it. But now you have a 4th and 20. You're lined up to kick, and the ball is going to bounce and take a Mountain Lion roll down to the 11-yard line. They'll call it out at the 12.
32-yard punt, no return.
So it's CD East with 6:54 on the clock, a 27-0 lead. They will look to try to run the clock out. We know they're already going to run it down to the last couple seconds of the play clock. Looks like the Mountain Lions will go with a second defense. CD still has their starters in there. And
They're running a flea flicker against the second team defense.
there's a hit from behind, and there's the penalty. So it's going to come back. One of the Mountain Lions was trying to set up for the
Blocked
tackle,
back.
and I believe it was Santana Young again came and blocked him in the back.
During the run, illegal block in the back. Number 4 the offense. 10 yards from the spot. Replay first down.
So it'll replay first down, but it'll be first down in about 6.
Yeah, there's 6 minutes left. You're up 4 scores. You have your starters in against the backups. It's time to hand off. You're not running flea flickers. Like, that's a little bit weird there, I'll be honest with you.
There is the handoff, and Parsons will break to the outside, and he's going to go. Yep. Good speed shown by the Mountain Lions there to contain him, but he still does pick up 33 yards.
Leon Parsons, Noah Stump, number 25 on the stump. Gain of 33.
Now you might want to say, should CD sub out, but if you look on their sidelines, they only have about 24 kids, maybe 28. They are running some guys off the field. 2 stayed on. It is still the starting receivers and the starting quarterback. This time, though, we have number 1. Maines was the quarterback, and there's the pass. That's in the flat, and that's going to go for almost 20 yards. It's going to go from the 50 to the... Where are they marking it, or is there a flag?
There's a flag down.
There's a flag at the 42.
During the run, holding. Number 4 the offense. 10 yards from the spot of the foul.
That's another foul on Santana Young. So it will make it 1st and 12, 5:31. These penalties are stopping the running clock. Off to Maine, and he's going to go down the sideline this time for 32 yards. So he had a 50-yard touchdown, and now he has a 32-yard run. And that puts him at 100 on 5 carries.
Gain of 32.
Yeah.
CD East has almost 400 yards tonight.
Well, coming in, they're averaging almost 400 yards a game. They had 1,577 yards. Now, we said the competition they played.
Right. Well, it's going to be very close here, but they're going to move to 5-0. But they're going to face a gauntlet coming with McDevitt, Harrisburg State College, Cumberland Valley, and Central Dauphin. There's another Romaine run up the middle.
Yeah, they have Cumberland Valley next week. They can beat them. They go 6-0. Central Dauphin the week after. They could be 7-0. Then they play back-to-back-to-back State College, McDevitt, and Harrisburg to end the year. So, like, they have an end-loaded schedule big time. The Mountain Lions is the other way around. Their quote-unquote easiest games
Are the last
two of the last 3, Chambersburg and Carlisle. They're both on the road, though, with Cedar Cliff at home sandwiched in between.
So, again, on this drive, Central Dauphin East has kept their first string on the field. Their starters are out there. The JV is out there for the Mountain Lions. We have a timeout for Central Dauphin East. See if we can get a couple last scores here before the end of the game. Final, Bishop McDevitt 56, Carlisle 7. Cumberland Valley is now out 10-0 in front of Central Dauphin. Harrisburg 28, Cedar Cliff 20. That's going to be a tough game. Cedar Cliff, and I believe they come here, correct? Doesn't Cedar Cliff come here to end our home season?
Yeah, Cedar Cliff comes here October 18th. That's our last
Week
home
9,
game.
right. And then State College is still up 16-7 on Chambersburg. To the left, they're going to replace one of their receivers. They're stacked on the outside. There's a handoff up the middle to Romaine, and he scores from 5 yards out.
5 yards, touchdown run number 1, Avery Romaine.
So
Romaine gets his second touchdown of the fourth quarter.
So they have 2 guys with some touchdowns and over 100 yards tonight against the Mountain Lions. CD East is definitely.
They have 2 running backs over 100 yards and a receiver over 100 yards.
Yeah, that's a lot of yardage. A lot of offense tonight for them. So who knows? They win some more games. They go 7-0. Maybe they can give the State College and the McDevitt and the Harrisburg a run for their money. They have lots of offensive talent. That's for sure.
That kick is up and good. It makes the score 34-0 Central Dauphin East with 4:33 here to play. Bishop Guilfoyle out in front of Central, 23-6 in the fourth quarter. Penn Cambria has a running clock on Central Cambria, 36-0. Bellwood Annis has scored twice against Tyrone and has taken a 22-14 lead over John Franco and the Golden Eagles.
The backyard brawl.
Claysburg's in a tight one with Kerwinsville, 28-28 in the fourth. The big game in the area was 2 unbeaten teams, Cambria Heights and Northern Cambria. Cambria Heights is out front 21-14 in the Heritage. So CD to kick it off again. This is their 6th kickoff of the night. And this one is sort of a line drive pooch, and the Mountain Lions catch it on a dive, which once he touches the ground with his knees, Instead, Mountain Lions start 1st and 10 on their own 20. And we're going to see a new quarterback for the Mountain Lions.
Kai Jackson, the 9th grader, is in.
He had a number change, I believe, right?
Yeah, he used to be 30, I think, or something.
Now
like
he's number
that.
11. So timeout from Central Dauphin East.
Timeout, CDs.
They only had 9 players on the field. .432 to go in the game once again. Mountain Lions showed some signs of moving the ball, but had some penalties or a turnover to stop their drives, and CD East has overcome their penalties and scored 5 times. 3 of them are running touchdowns, and 2 of them through the air. So the balance of CD East right now, you know, they wore down the Mountain Lions. They finished with 12 plays of 20 yards or more. Nice picture off in the distance as Baker Mansion sits behind us. It is all lit up. It's over the visitor concession stand. Jackson's under center. Freshman hands off the ball, and the Mountain Lions will run it forward, get maybe about 3. And was that number 20? Is that Brandon Pike?
Yeah. Alec Layton. Number 20, Alec Layton. You said about balance coming in, CD East, 779 yards rushing, 798 yards passing. They're pretty balanced. They do it both for both sides there, both modes of attack.
Well, they have good run up the middle by the Mountain Lions, and he's going to get out to the 30 and a 1st down. So looking through, I did miss a score that I apologize, and I want to thank Mac for letting me know. Hollidaysburg is up in the 3rd quarter, 37-21. This is the first time they've been scored upon since the Altoona game. They pitched 3 shutouts in a row after, but they're out in front of Mifflinburg, 37-21 in the 3rd quarter. It looks like both teams are playing a JV group right now, as Jackson hands off the ball once again.
Yeah, these guys will be playing against each other Monday down there. These same guys.
Lead on the carry. Gain of 3. 2nd and 7.
So clock is running right now, 2:48 to go in the game. Mountain Lions have a 2nd and 7. And that again is handed up the middle, and it looks like another 1st down. That's a 7-yard gain. And again, that's Alec Layton
Ronnie Shepard, number 52.
or Braden Pike.
Gain of 7.
There's
1st down.
2 number 20s. One's a sophomore, one's a freshman. So I'm not 100% sure which one is out there currently. So the Mountain Lions run up to the line, 2:11 to go. Motion, handoff once again, and that does not go anywhere, maybe a yard. So since we just passed the 2-minute mark, Chris, what's your feelings about the college 2-minute warning now?
I think it's fine. It's another way for teams to stop the clock, keep it interesting at the end. Yeah, it's the 2-minute timeout or whatever. It's not the 2-minute warning, they say, whatever. But
it basically does the same thing, just a different name. just watching those games last week, it was really weird to watch knowing that it was going to stop.
Yeah, it's a little bit different strategy with clock management.
1:21, officials' time up, and the flag goes off now. Yeah, they're going off all over. So I don't know if that's the initial call or it's now.
Prior to the snap, encouragement, on the knee. 5-yard penalty, still second down.
Must have lined up offside.
Yeah, it's hard for me to imagine for that penalty that 5 flags were thrown. So 1:17 to go. The clock does not start because of the penalty against CD East. CD East had over 300 yards on the ground today. Jackson tried to take the ball back, fumbled it, and it is picked up by CD East. The snap wasn't smooth, the fake wasn't smooth, and then Jackson just lost the handle of the ball. And the Mountain Lions turn it over for the second time. There is 1:07 to go in the game. Basically, CD East would have to take a knee twice or run 2 plays. So looking ahead to the next 2 weeks, it does not get any easier for the Mountain Lions as they will travel to Bishop McDevitt. And then they will turn around and host Harrisburg for homecoming on October 4th.
Two tough tasks there.
Both are ranked in the top 5 in their class in the state.
Yeah. They played a ridiculous 35-33 overtime game earlier in the year on a Saturday afternoon. Well, most people around here were paying attention to Morgantown. Penn State was down there playing. They played a great high school football game.
And Harrisburg's home games are not on Friday nights. They are always Saturday at 1. And you sometimes have trouble getting that result. So CD East has 4 receivers, and they're missing a lineman. So a lineman will run out. The new quarterback is number 10, Mikhail George. And we have an official stoppage. And here comes another player for CD East, telling someone to go off the field. So with 1:07, I guess CD East is starting to sub out some of their positions.
All right, they finally have 11 people out there. Let's get this thing going.
A fake handoff, the quarterback's going to keep the ball and get sacked. A little extracurricular downfield. No calls. 51 seconds. CD needs to snap the ball one more time. As long as there's not a penalty or an incomplete pass, the game ends. This time he does hand off the ball, and he gets back to the line of scrimmage. Can't see that number. It's like 20. That was Brian Mosley. And that is the last play that CD East needs to run. The coaches are letting the time run out.
Yeah, that's going to be it, I think.
And that's going to be the end of our game tonight. So the Mountain Lions will drop to 0-5 on the season as they get shut out by Central Dauphin East, 34-0. And as we said, they will be moving down to Bishop McDevitt next week on Friday night. Overall, Central Dauphin East had a lot of penalties, but made a lot of big plays. They had 12 plays of over 20 yards. And it just broke the back for the Mountain Lions as they were moving the ball right out of the half and turned the ball over, and the next thing you know, CD East drove and scored. So it could have been a 14-7. You're down 21-0. And the Mountain Lions need to look for some moral victories, which they haven't had recently.
Yeah, that's it exactly. They come out in the first half, moved the ball, a couple goofy things got in the way of them succeeding and scoring touchdowns, but the second half was a lot more of what we've seen this first half of the year. They didn't come out and play well in the second half at all. So we'll see what happens. All you can do is move forward and try to get better each week. That's all the Mountain Lions are going to try to do.
All right, with that, I'm Jim Abbott along with Chris Strohmeyer. I want to thank the MLTV crew and Mr. Baker. On a gorgeous night here at Mansion Park, the Mountain Lions drop a 34-0 decision to Central Dauphin East. We will be back with you on October 4th. It's homecoming in Harrisburg. Thank you, everybody, and have a good night.